Hello all, 5 Minute a Day Trader here. It's late in the day today. It's December 10th and it's almost 3:30 p.m. This is the first I could get to Tasty Trade today. If you want to sign up for Tasty Trade, it really helps out the channel. There's a link in the description, as you might imagine. On this channel, we spend just 5 minutes a day trying to come up with some trades. We're typically selling puts and or call spreads. And I'm going to start right here. I'm in Tasty Trade. I'm going to sort my ETF watch list by percentage changed. I'm looking for big movers, things that have moved up a lot or moved down a lot in the last 24 hours or so. If there's an ETF you'd like me to track on the channel, please drop it in the comments below. I track ETFs solely on this channel, not stocks. And there's reasons for that. I'll explain in other videos, but I really like to keep these ones under 5 minutes. So let's jump right in. We see emerging markets and IYR, that's real estate, is down. And the markets are down a touch today. And it looks like we've got some good size up moves in gold. The metals in general, but GLD particularly. And then Brazil as well. So let's take a peek here. So these are moving up, but like they're kind of coming to this prior high. There's another high up here in gold. Let's just see if we were to do a call spread. The IV rank of gold is high, it's 60. Let's take a look at this 38-day. If we were to do, when I do call spreads, this is my preference. I like to start at the 30 delta and go out about $5 usually. Another way to say that oftentimes is the 30 and the 20 delta, but it depends on the size of the cost of the particular underlying, what its initial is. So this gives me a max loss of 400 with a max profit of 108, and then here I've got a probability of profit of 72, and it'll put me my break even around 257. So let's see where 257 is. 257 is way up here above the high. So that's pretty close. I think if we have another up day, that's something I might consider to put on. I'm not going to put it on today, but if we could just bump that a little bit higher, I might take a look at that one. So that's the up. It looks like EWZ is up too, but look, it's still way down here. So not something I would do a call spread on. Let's look on the flip side. Emerging markets. Well, they're down quite a bit today. Now, I have a position on in there already, which is probably not going to help me out. It's in the 10-day. Let's see where we're at. I thought I closed this off yesterday. I put in an order to close this Jade Lizard yesterday, and it mustn't have got filled. So the Jade Lizard, we want the current price just to stay straight between the short put and the short call, and it's doing that perfectly. But this one has been making money, and I don't have much money left. You look, the call spread is completely worthless. Got 40 cents left on the put. I'm going to try and close that again today. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, I was going to open a new trade out in the 38-day. That's a great place to take a look here. Let's take a look at this 30 delta. It's a 29 delta. It's going to collect me $53 for $4,100 worth of loss, and that's worth of max loss, I should say. At 42.5. 42.5 is where? Let's take a look at that. I don't like half strikes either. It's just something to one of my own twitches. Ooh, that's way down here, below these recent lows. That could be interesting. It's 38 days. It's only $53. What is that? I oftentimes will do, I've done this on the channel before, but I'll do like a ratio. So like it's about $4,200 max loss. And if I divide it, I do $53 divided by the max loss. Now, this really depends on, the size of the underlying. So there's a little bit of fudgery here, depending on it. But for a $45 underline at 0.1, typically for underlines in this kind of price range, I'm looking for much higher than that. So I don't think this has enough risk to reward. Let's take a look at IYR. Ooh, that has a big down day too. That's a 98.5 right now. If we were to do, it's got a low IV rank. It's only 18. So that means that compared to itself, there's not a lot of volatility in the options. There's this 32 delta here. Ooh, this might be interesting. So it's $1.24 for $9,500, and it's down at 96. Yeah, there we go. So this is kind of more what we're looking for. It's quite a bit below recent lows. It's a little more expensive of an underlying than what we were just looking at there in EM. But if we were to do this, so it's 124, it's probably going to be about the same, right? Divided by 94.76. Yeah, it's a 0.1. This is an interesting trade. It's going to collect me $124, and I've got some good room for it to come down before it hurts me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in a fill on this, put in an order for this, but I'm going to bump up the price a little bit because it's like I want to be paid on it. So that might make it come down a little bit before it gets filled. We'll see if it gets filled or not. I'll report back on that tomorrow. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Let's take a look at my other positions just quick. So the Qs, I have a call spread on in the Qs, and that is doing great. That is way out of the money. So I might actually close that one. What else? SLV, that I need to close. I think I put an order in for that yesterday and it must have not got filled. I need to close that. So that's doing great. My UNG is doing great. And yeah, both expirations doing great on UNG. GDX, that's doing great. GDXJ, all out of the money. Everything's out of the money here. This is like perfect world. Those USO, look how far out of the money they are. Didn't I have another one in USO? Yep, that's way out of the money too. And then EWZ, that was hurting me a little bit. That's coming back. It's at the money in the near term and out of the money in the longer term one. This one, it's in the money, but I'm gonna let this ride all the way up to expiration just to see where if I can win it. I'd rather not roll it. I'd like to keep positions on for just 1 month if possible. So that's it for today. It looks like IYR is the winner for today. I'm gonna put in an order for that, and we'll see how it does. Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you tomorrow.